Hey, what's going on YouTube? Gemini Jets 10 here, and welcome back to another video. I certainly hope that everybody is having a wonderful day. For those of you who may not have seen the recent plane spotting shorts that I've been uploading to the channel, or the landing and takeoff video that I uploaded last week, I was recently in Chicago for a week, up visiting some family. Had to help my uncle redo some siding on his garage, so it was a super fun week. He lives right over by Chicago O'Hare Airport, so seeing all the aircraft land that, growing up in Chicago, seeing all the aircraft land over his house, what was at that time my grandparents' house, is what got me interested in aviation. So it's always cool to go back to the spot literally where this all started, because if it wasn't for that house, if it wasn't for that garage, literally, that I had to redo this past week, I would not be here filming this today. So it's always fun to go back there. And while I was up in Chicago, I got to make a trip out to Grayland Station, which, for those of you who may not know, is at the moment the only physical in-store shopping place where you can purchase 1 to 400 scale models, or at the very least Gemini Jets, in the state of Illinois. There used to be another store called Pastime Hobbies over in Brookfield, Illinois. That has since closed. Regardless, I picked up 8 brand new model aircraft, spent a grand total of, I think it was $320 for all 8 of these. Got some super cool models added, several new airlines. So without further ado, let's just jump into this bag here, and we will start off. I'm just going to go off of what is on top of the bag, and for starters, we have the Southwest 737-700 in the Tennessee 1 livery. So this particular registration, N922WN, is not painted in this color scheme anymore. It's just painted in the regular heart livery. But the model was $32. So I mean, I really just can't argue with that. So we went ahead and added this one to the collection. This is a 2019 release from Gemini Jets. So this is a pretty older model. I was surprised to see it in store there. And I highly recommend, if you guys are in Chicago ever, go check out Grayland Station. It is honestly one of the coolest hobby shops I've ever been inside of, next to the airplane shop in Las Vegas. Just literal bins full of model aircraft, all kinds of model aircraft, from North American carriers, European carriers, Asian carriers, Middle Eastern carriers. Basically the entire world was represented in models in that shop. It was so cool. I totally would have spent more money in there, but I didn't want to go totally overboard. That is an absolutely gorgeous 737-700 from Gemini, so super happy to be able to add another Southwest aircraft to the collection. Next up here, we have the Polar Air Cargo Boeing 747-400 Freighter Interactive Series from Gemini. So this one is the one that has all the little pieces and stuff like that, so you can open up the cargo doors. Adds a ton more realism to any model airport to have these bad boys. This is I believe my 3rd Interactive Series 747 Freighter. My 3rd Interactive Series, period. But this is just stunning. This particular registration is currently painted in Atlas Air colors, as Atlas Air operates the 747 freighters that Polar Air Cargo owns. So although the paint scheme on this aircraft is not accurate, this aircraft is still regularly flying today. And as you guys can see, you can pull off the nose piece. There's different nose pieces inside of the box. I'm not going to pull all those out just because it's way too finicky to try and deal with all of those little pieces. Thank you. Next up here, we have the Southern Air 777-200 freighter, well, 777 freighter, with the DHL paint scheme on the rear of the aircraft. These aircraft, I know used to operate to O'Hare. I don't know if they still do. I can't explicitly remember seeing this exact aircraft during my trip up there, or an aircraft in this similar paint scheme. But regardless, it is absolutely beautiful, and it's going to help, again, just spruce up the cargo route networks at both of my model airports. And other than that, it's just an excellent addition to the collection. Super gorgeous model, super happy to be able to add that one. Next up, we've got the American Airbus A321 Neo. So this is a release from, I want to say it was July of this year, of 2023. When I went to go to Grayland Station, so for context, they are normally not open on Sundays, Mondays, or Tuesdays during the week. But I called Steve, who is the owner of Grayland Station, on, I want to say it had to have been Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, to basically see if his hours were going to be different while I was up there, because I was flying back on Tuesday. And he told me, hey, you know, I have UPS coming to deliver the brand new Gemini Jets releases. If you want to come up to the shop on Monday, I'll give you a call. And sure enough, on Monday, right around 2 o'clock, he gave me a call, and I was able to pick up 2 of the new release models from July of 2023, and this is one of them, the American Airlines Airbus A321 Neo. I collect a lot of American Airlines models. They are not really intended on being a hub airline at, well, namely at Austin Zeppelin. But my American collection has grown so immensely. And speaking of American, I have 2 identical, a pair of really, really rare Gemini Jets, American Airlines, or should I say American Eagle, coming in the mail in a couple days. Credit to the Texan Airplane Store, so I'm looking so forward to getting those in the mail here in a couple days. And this American A321 Neo is super gorgeous. Super duper happy to add that one. American has sort of became almost a Focus City airline at Austin Zeppelin. It's borderline becoming a hub airline there, which is kind of crazy. Can we? Thank you. Alrighty then. Next up here, we've got the Southwest 737 MAX 8 in the Canyon Blue scheme. This is the retro Canyon Blue color scheme that Gemini released, again, July of 2023. This was the other new release that I purchased from Grayland Station. So I am super happy to add this one. I now have a MAX 8 in all 3 of the main color schemes. I have one in Desert Gold, one in Canyon Blue, and I have a MAX 8 in the Heart livery as well. And these Canyon Blue Southwest aircraft are so pretty. I love the blue color. I grew up flying Southwest Airlines. I would have to say American is probably my favorite airline to fly. But, you know, back when I was a little kid, when every jet was Canyon Blue in Southwest's fleet, flying on these aircraft was super cool. And now there is very little of these birds still flying in this color scheme, so super happy to add this one to the collection. Next up here, we have the Alaska 737-800 in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. So this particular aircraft was missing a wing when I checked on it before I purchased it at Grayland Station. So I actually ended up only paying $28 for this model. It was 38 bucks regularly. I only paid 28 bucks for it. I have since made the repair to it. I've had to have gotten pretty good at repairing 1 to 400 scale models in my collecting years. So this is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous aircraft. Of course, it honors the veterans of the United States of America, and that does personally hit home for me. So super happy to finally add this model to the collection. This is one I've been looking to add for such a long time and have just simply put it off for so long. Next up here, we have the Condor Airbus A330-900 Neo in the green stripes color scheme. So this is technically a new airline to my collection, although I used to have a Condor 767 way back in the day. I couldn't even tell you where that model is now. I don't remember if I sold it, if I gave it to a friend. I don't know honestly what happened to it. But Condor is going to be retiring all of their 767s here in the next couple of months, or couple of years, sorry for that matter. And the A330-900 is going to be their new international aircraft. So this just adds a brand new international airline to the collection. Super happy to add Condor. This is actually an airline I wouldn't have a problem with sending to Springfield Branson, which is a part of the reason I purchased it as well. It's perfect for both of my model airports. So super duper excited to add Condor, a brand new airline, to the collection. And to round out the haul of models that I got, another brand new airline, the Turkish 787-9. This was one of the first aircraft I picked up when I walked into the store, was this Turkish 787-9, and I remember looking at the price and saying, for 46 bucks, I'm going to add Turkish to the collection. So Turkish Airlines is now part of my collection. The collection, I should say. And this Dreamliner is so beautiful. I absolutely love the 787. Super happy to be able to add this to the collection as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to thank you all so much for tuning into this unboxing video. If you guys did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment if you guys have anything to say down there, and please make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy this video and want to see more videos like it. I do have another landing and takeoff video of my flight back to Dallas from Chicago, again on a Southwest 737-700. So that will hopefully be going up on the channel here shortly. In other news, I am currently working on a permanent board for Springfield Branson International Airport. Previously, the most recent iteration of that airport was done on gray poster board, just drawn with Sharpie. The new iteration of Springfield Branson that I have been working on is going to top just about every single model airport I've ever done. So I'm looking super forward to having that ready. Hopefully that should be done within the next month or so, but we shall see. And an update on the construction project on my house that will hopefully again build a permanent space to do modeling and to set up the model airports. We are making really good progress as of right now on the demolition of the old structure that needs to be taken off before we build the new structure. But taking off the old structure is going to expose the back of the house, so pretty much as soon as we take that old structure off, the new structure is going to be built, and that is where we're going to potentially and hopefully have space to do the modeling. So hopefully, I know I've been saying it for over a year and it's just been kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed, but hopefully, finally, I could say by the end of calendar year 2023, hopefully we should have a permanent space for the model airports. I've got some really good ideas on how I want to redo Austin Zeppelin. I've been drawing up some ideas, multi-terminal concepts, of course, incorporating both the current Gemini Jets terminal, the 22-gate double rotunda one, as well as the airside landside terminal. So still working out some things there. But again, it's all a work in progress. It will all be here sooner than we all know, I hope. I surely hope. But yeah, guys, thank you all again so very much for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Gemini out.